Lucy on the Tom Leykis show. Hello. Are you there?
Hello, Tom?
Did you want to talk to Tom?
Yes, I do. This is Tom.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I hear your crummy voice every day.
Well, you say it with a question mark at the end, like you're not sure.
Unfortunately, my fiancé listens to you.
Well, that should tell you something about him.
Well, you know what? It does tell me something about him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that he just likes to listen to idiots talk, and it's just
that's why he's with you.
He listens to...
He's with you because he likes to listen to idiots talk. What?
You know what? Maybe that is why he's with me. He takes your advice.
There you go. Well, if he took my advice, he'd DTB immediately.
You know, it's funny that you have all these things to say about people, and your life is screwed.
My life is wonderful. What, are you kidding me? What do you mean my life is screwed?
You've been divorced 4 times.
That doesn't mean my life is screwed. Are you kidding? I don't pay alimony. I don't pay child support. I didn't give away half or more of everything I have to some bitch who was a good lay 10 years ago.
And guess what? You're single, and you're not happy because people...
Why do you assume that? Why do you assume that people who are unmarried are unhappy? Don't apply your principles to me. Dear, that is not true. That's true. That's true for you.
And you're just one person in this whole world. You know, you're like a single french fry. And, you know, you talk to people about all of these situations, and you don't really know because you're just one person, just like I'm one person.
Yeah, but I'm one person with a lot of experience who knows what he's talking about. And by the way, there is a quantifiable way of telling, and that's the ratings. We are the #1 afternoon radio program in Los Angeles. So there must be a lot of people who agree with what I say. Well, then why do all these people call in for advice? Who are those people?
I don't know. Like, I heard some fat lady call in and say that she had lost 25 pounds because she started starving herself because you called her fat.
Yeah.
That's not a way to lose weight.
Oh, I didn't tell her how to do it. I didn't tell her how to do it. I just said that women who are fat are going to be with lower income, less successful individuals.
Tom, but she said she wasn't going to have dinner that night, and you said, okay, way to go.
Way to go.
Don't have dinner.
Keep it up.
Tom, I work in a doctor's office.
I wasn't there to help her. I was not there to help her. The fact is, what I said is true. Fat women are with poor guys.
Oh, really?
Really.
Oh, Tom, that's insane. I work for a bariatric surgeon, and fat people are not with poor people.
Oh, yes, they are, dear.
Maybe some of them. And
believe me, any rich man who's got a fat wife has a thin secretary. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about.
That's my point. Okay. Men of means are with beautiful women. Men who are not of means get the fat chicks, the chunky chicks, the greasy chicks, the short chicks, the spinners. That's what they get. Yeah. And if you need any proof of this, coming up just a couple of weeks, you got the Academy Awards, you watch the pre-show, watch that red carpet, see who the dates are of all these fabulously successful men. See who they are. There are no short, fat, chunky, acne-ridden, greasy chicks out there.
Yeah, but there are rich men out there who have wonderful fat women.
Usually when they are with fat women, they married their high school sweetheart who was not fat when they married them, and then the person chunked up over the years, and because it's too expensive to get a divorce, they stay. I'm telling you, there's a few chubby chasers, and then the vast majority of men do not want to be with fat women. And if we make the money and we take the responsibility to pay for dinner and drinks and all that stuff, you owe it to us to be thin. Bottom line, end of story.
All right, I can agree with that, Tom, because I do work on my body, and my man, I mean, he's got a great body, and I don't do it to stay with him, to make him happy. I do it for myself.
Right. Well,
so people who are fat out there...
Women love to say that, but then the health clubs are full of women who are divorcing or separating, who should have been to the health club the first week of their marriage and work off some of that wedding cake, but they decide to let the wedding cake stay, and the baby fat, and the stretch marks, and the blue veins, and they just let it go, and let it go, and let it go. Then, when he gets sick of looking at you naked, then he ends up going with somebody else, and you end up going back to the gym.
So that explains why you've been divorced 4 times. You've been with a bunch of fat women, huh?
No, it does not, and I've given all the reasons why I'm divorced 4 times. I've given those reasons on the air. I've talked about it, and I've never claimed to be a marriage expert on this show. I tell guys how to get laid, and I tell them how to avoid getting married.
Okay, exactly. You tell guys...
Go ahead. Did you lose your place?
No, I thought...
Did the script fall on the floor? What's going on?
Tom, you tell guys how to get laid, right?
Yes, I do.
They go out and they lay all these women, and then they get them pregnant. And then a 17-year-old girl calls...
No, I tell them to use condoms, and I tell men how to use the Hail Mary.
Condoms pop, and girls forget to...
They can. That's right.
And they get pregnant, and you call them idiots because they're pregnant at 17 years old.
Right, they are, because they should have had an abortion at 17.
Okay, Tom, they should have not been having sex at 17.
Well, that's not my problem.
To go out and screw, and then you're contradicting yourself by telling...
No, I'm not contradicting myself at all. Everybody's screwing, dear. And they're screwing at younger and younger ages, and that's the way it is. And on this program, I am not a preacher. I am not here to tell people how to live their lives. We are a reflection, an accurate reflection of what really goes on. The woulda, coulda, shoulda show is on some other station. We don't do that.
That's what I wanted you to say, Tom, because that's the absolute truth. You're just one person, and it's woulda, coulda, shoulda, and nobody...
No, woulda, coulda, shoulda's on another station. This is not the woulda, coulda, shoulda show.
You're just a big contradiction.
Oh, yes, I know.
You every once in a while.
I'm a big contradiction. I'm the most consistent person on radio. Everything I say is backed up by years and years of being consistent, and you know that's true.
You know what? But you can contradict yourself every...
Give me an example. I'm listening. Give me a contradiction.
Like you tell people to go out and screw, and then you call girls idiots because they get pregnant.
They are idiots for getting pregnant because they should have been using birth control. And then if the birth control failed, which happens in rare cases, and usually it happens because you incorrectly used the birth control, then you should have an abortion. It's that simple.
Kill a baby.
But dear, again, if anyone who screws is not in a position to be commenting about whether abortion is right or wrong, the same doctrine that tells people that abortion is wrong tells them not to have sex. If you're having sex, you're adult enough to have an abortion.
Okay, Tom. So people...
That is consistent. You know what's not consistent? You're going out and banging everybody in your high school, and then when you get pregnant, going, I don't believe in abortion, it's wrong. Well, fornication is supposed to be wrong, too, if that's the guidebook you're using. But these women have no problem spreading their legs for everybody, and then when they get knocked out, I'm a Christian, I can't have an abortion. That is a contradiction. What I do on this program is not a contradiction.